Okay, hand was on the line. As you can see, hand on the line. All right. Okay, the big thing we're talking about here. So here's Coach Mike Solari. All right, Coach Solari will go to the shoots, and I'll be on the Crowder sled. Okay, Coach Solari, a great man, great leader, great coach. If you ever have a chance to meet him, spend some time with him. Okay, I mean, the amount of knowledge that'll be oozing from you, it would just be a blessing to be in his presence. I promise you that. All right, so Coach Mike Solari, right now, okay, before Zach fires off on the footballs, is putting a few emphasis on a few things. Number one, he's talking about loading the instep. Load the instep. Okay, why? Because I want to be able to generate force, all right, from the inside of my instep. The instep is that C shape, all right, it's that C shape, it's the arch. Okay, as a high school ball coach, a little nugget, I used to tell guys as well, curl your toes, grab grass with your toes. Grab grass with your toes is the coaching point I would give him, right? But here he's loading his insteps. Why? Because he wants to be able to gain ground with that first step, pick it up and put it down. Well, coach, how much ground is he gaining? It's the same mindset, just like on the get-offs. We want to pick it up and put it down as quickly as possible. Why? Because we want to generate force with our second step. We want to generate force with our second step. Where's the second step? Second step's always going to aim through the crotch. Okay, we're going to pick it up, put it down. First step, second step's going to aim through the crotch. Okay, elbows in tight. Okay, flat back, eyes up. I want to make contact with the screws in my hands at the same time. So watch the contact. Beautiful. Okay, as you can see, all right, now he got the second step in the ground. All right, that second step is aiming through the crotch. He's got all his cleat in the ground. Is a big focal point, right? Don't block on your toes. You'll see, I'll give you some examples. Maybe some guys may be on their toes, but you want to have all cleats in the ground. Pound those arches, okay? Accelerate those feet. Okay, drive your knees to his knees. Okay, just little coaching points and nuggets that you can add on to your guys. All right, play long at the top. Play long at the top and get that last little push, that last little shove. Okay, that last little push, that last little shove. Another example of it, as you can see, his hand is doing what, man? It's straddling the line. Hand straddling the line. I'm going to load my instep. Okay, I'm stepping to the right. I'm going to load my left instep on the gain ground with my first step. Okay, you'll see the instep load. Boom. You can see that instep is loaded right there. Okay, that ankle flexion, triple extension, right? Triple extension. Okay, that ankle flexion. All right, and we're generating force, getting that second step. Look how tight those elbows are, right? Elbows, right? Brushing against that rib cage, tight. All right, you'll see the back end in a second. When you're making contact, whether it's in the run game or pass protection, we shouldn't even be able to see those elbows. That's how tight they are, right? Eyes are up, screws up. I'm making contact. I'm pounding my arches. And then look at the strain at the top of the block right there. Look at the strain. Look at the strain at the top, trying to accelerate. That last little push keeps the defenders off the ball carries. That last little push allows you to get a little bit extra done right there. So just see the strain. Now, okay, here's a different view so that you can really see again. I know it's repetitive, okay, but for my O-line coaches, you know how repetitive the position is. Okay, so as you can see, okay, I love his stance. I love his stance. Okay, his feet are underneath the framework of his body, okay, meaning his armpits. Okay, he's not out of phase. All right, and so he's going to have a great opportunity. Again, the hand is straddling that line. Okay, he's going to have a great opportunity to load this left instep, to gain ground with the right step, pick it up, put it down. You're going to see that second step, that backside knee is going to split the crotch, and watch him run off the football. Just watch it all the way through. Just watch it all the way through. Great rep. Great rep. Here it is again. Here it is again. Great rep. I love the second step right here. Love the second step. Pause the second step, coach. Look at the second step. Look how his knee, all right, his toe is in line, right? And in my mind, okay, his second step is in the framework of his body, and he's pounding those arches and driving, all right, driving those insteps. Here it is right here with Terrence Steele, okay, a tackle, okay, 6'7", 6'8" guy. You can't say, well, coach, I'm too big. I can't fit under that bad boy. No, okay, you can. Now here, as you can see, his second step, there's a little drift. There's a little drift. In my mind, that knee and that ankle is not aligned. Is not aligned. And that's okay. That's why you want this view. That's why you put emphasis on watching practice tape, all right, and individual tape so that you can perfect those little minute things. So here he is again. Hey, let's reload, right? Let's reload. Even in the National Football League, let's reload. All right, so here we go. First step. Now he's working a little bit more outside zone, lateral drop. Okay, but watch the second step. Now we got the second step down. Now, coaches, let me ask you this. The knee and the foot, all right, the toe is in line on the angle that he's on. He's a little bit more of an outside zone landmark and aiming point. Right here, we were aiming for the outside armpit on outside zone in the play side number. or outside number on inside zone. That's going to change in the future, but that was our aiming point last year. And as you can see, now he's aligned to be able to what? Generate force. Generate force. So the same thing, okay? We work the shoots on the left side. I'm going to blaze through this one. I just wanted to spend some time really dictating, all right, and really dissecting the little details of it. But as you can see, just look at the footwork, okay? Just look at him loading his insteps and firing off on the football. Doing a beautiful job right there. Okay, moving on. Okay, moving on. We can do combos under the shoots. We can do combos under the shoots. Now, this is training camp, okay? This is training camp. As you can see, Coach Solari is adjusting the guys again. Okay, we're split at this time because while Coach Solari is doing the drills under the shoe, okay, I'm on the crowder that we're going to hit next, and I can't wait to hit it, but let's stay locked in right now. So we're under the shoe. We're working the combination. We're actually working a double here. Okay, here's big Tyron Smith. As you can see, both hands are straddling the line. Okay, he's in a left-handed stance here. Okay, flat back. Okay, got a great triple extension. This is a big man. Okay, future Hall of Famer. Okay, and just look at him running off the ball. Tight elbows, eyes up, screws up, flat back, accelerating and finishing. Now here we go. I'm saying right here, big Tyron. Hey, protect him, protect. Whoa, protect him. Okay, take care of your guy. All right, but doing a great job on the double team. Just want to show you that it is possible. Okay, here's a young guy right here. All right, Alex Taylor, he was one of our practice squad tackles. Okay, they're working a double as well. Okay, he is 6'9", look it up, super tall guy. Okay, but again, straddling that line, great triple extension. Make sure you're building your flexibility with your offensive lineman because knee bend, ankle flex is everything. All right, but I just wanted to show just even a big man, just get under that bad boy, tight elbows. Don't like the fact that he's kind of flaring his arms right before contact and dropping that right there. You want to keep the elbows in tight, keep the hands in tight. Okay, more of a 90-degree right there. It should match the hip to knee relationship. Okay, but I love the hand placement of getting his hand inside. I love the screws being up. Okay, and in my mind, you're saying, well, coach, this guy's got high pad level again. He's 6'9". He's 6'9". He's doing a hell of a job of getting down and pounding those arches. Here's an example right here. This is all going to be Tyron Smith. Okay, explosive, physical offensive lineman. Okay, this first example is him he's in the left-handed stance. He's firing on football. Just imagine he's working a double right here. All right, to the left. Okay, there's no implements on the crowler, meaning there's no extra weight on the crowler sled, nor is there a coach holding it. Okay, so why do we do this? Because we want to see him control that pan. Okay, we want all vertical movement. Okay, we want all movement to go vertical to identify, can he control that pan? Now, we would tell Big Tyron, hey, you're a little bit too much on your tippy toes right here. Even the great ones have to continue to be coached up. I love the left foot. I love the left foot getting all that instep in the ground, but that right foot, we gotta get off that toe. Okay, but again, the emphasis of doing that without a coach maintaining posture and position for him is to control the pan, is why we're doing it. Okay, next progression is we add a coach. Okay, now we can really focus on getting those first two steps in the ground. It's like just like the same mindset, right, when we were under the shoe. Right, so here's in the left-handed stance. Okay, he's working as if he was working a C block on the backside of inside zone right here. Or imagine if he's working a tram with the tackles, what we call our duo combination, where he's going to basically grab grass with the inside foot, drive the backside knee, roll through the hips, and lift the crowler sled. But here, a little bit more force, a little bit more push. As you can see, he's rolling on the rise. Okay, hips on the rise. He's pounding those arches. Okay, a little bit more control here because you got the great Coach Solari controlling the sled right here. But I just want to give you some examples. Now, okay, remove the coach. So again, what does he have to now focus on? Controlling the pan. You're going to see a little bit more flare in the heels because it's tougher to control the pan without a coach over there. But now we added a secondary adjustment, which is now he's got to work off the second level. Boom, snap off, tight elbows, accelerate at the second level, and pound those arches. Whoa! Hold on. As a young coach, hey, I almost ran two guys into each other. I'm going to tell you something. Hey, that ain't good. Don't do that again, coach. Yes, sir, I got it. Okay, here it is. Okay, here it is one more time. Boom. Striking off, second level, working the pan, tight elbows. Okay, all right. And then lastly, doing the same thing, but now adding the coach. Okay, doing the same thing, but now adding a coach. So now you're going to get, all right, more ankle flexion, get all them toes. As you can see, the right foot's drifting a little bit, and we'll talk about that as we dissect the crowler sled. I just want to give you a few variations, but I want you to watch the strike at the end. Like, we don't take reps off. We're not taking plays off. We're maximizing opportunity, all right, and we're maximizing input and output. If you expect to be great, you got to take great reps. I want you to see, okay, this 12, 13-year vet fire off on the second level, and then strike the second level. Watch, strike the second level and pound those arches.